Ow, by the gods, it hurts, senior apprentice brother, harder, I'm almost done for. On the training ground of the holy demon sect, a youth who looked to be just 16, 17 years of age was standing there right now screaming in pain, but looking at his face of pain it revealed a trace of pleasure. Lin Fan had a big secret, that was that he wasn't a native of this place and instead came from Earth. It wasn't just his soul that crossed over but his body that also crossed over with him. When he first came to this mysterious world, Lin Fan was ecstatic in his heart. Ever read novels? Which one of those main characters in the books weren't super amazing? Strength, status, wealth, beauties, those were all at the tip of their fingers. With a shake of the body and releasing his bastard aura, who cared if you were the sovereign of a sector of peerless beauty, they'd all have to obediently bow before his feet. But right when Lin Fan's daydream hadn't reached the end yet, he fucking discovered that there was something wrong. He was actually the fucking sandbag in a dark sect for disciples to train. At the time when he learned this news, Lin Feng was stupefied on the spot. Even if I was a fucking piece of trash I could tolerate it, at least no matter what I'd be the trash young master of some big clan. But now he was a punching bag for people to train. This instantly made Lin Fan not want to say anything more and he even secretly cried in grief for a number of days. In the first year of time arriving at this holy demon sect, the pain that Lin Fan, who was still stupefied, experienced was also inhuman. He was even nearly beaten into a third-rate good-for-nothing. If it wasn't that this holy demon sect still had a bit of a conscience and gave the sandbags a body training manual, he probably would have already died. Open double angle bracket titanium demon body close double angle bracket. When he first got this body training manual, Lin Fan's heart was filled with joy. Look at this name, such swag and dominance, if he learned this how could he not be invincible? But only after Lin Fan himself started feeling around and practicing it did he discover that this thing was fucking complete bullshit. Open double angle bracket titanium demon body close double angle bracket had a total of 3 levels. It was a body training technique that the holy demon sect's founder casually wrote, the sandbags, exclusive technique. Even if it was trained to the 3rd level, based on what's said in the manual, achieving the titanium demon body was nothing but scrap that those disciples could cut down with one swing with their weapons. But luckily God would not disappoint those who persevered. Even God couldn't bear to watch Lin Fan's tragic fate, and during a dark windy night, after Lin Fan had explored life with Father Sleep's daughter in his dream, he discovered that he suddenly had a data-based system. Lin Fan studied it for a long while and didn't find any sort of artificial intelligence mentioned in novels. He had to figure things out completely by himself. As for this data-based system, Lin Fan didn't really understand it at the start, but afterwards he noticed that under the character data page there was the data of the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket that he practiced. Originally, after completing his daily sandbag work, Lin Fan would immediately go back without any stop to eat and train. After all, if he didn't successfully cultivate the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket, God knows when he'd be killed by someone with a heavy hit. But now Lin Fan just waited every day for these disciples to beat him and then went back to sleep, having that beautiful daydream of his. After despicably yelling at that disciple who was red in the face, Lin Fan opened his character page and started taking a close look. A bit more work and the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket was about to advance to LV5. As for this open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket manual saying that the peak was LV3, but he was already about to reach LV5, what was going on? Name, Lin Fan. Level, 1. Express, 0. Skills, open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket LV4, 2000/3000. Looking at his own character page, Lin Feng also felt that it was a bit shabby. For a long time now his level had always been LV1. As for leveling up, it wasn't like Lin Fan hadn't thought of it before, but he'd never been able to find a way. It had already been 1 year since arriving at this world. Even though he'd never left the holy demon sect before, Lin Fan had still inquired about the cultivation levels of this world. Mortal, primordial, divinity, lesser celestial, Greater Celestial. Every stage was split into 9 levels. Lin Fan knew that there was most likely more than these, but who told him to just be a sandbag? Being able to investigate this much was already pretty good. +1. +1. +1. The experience for the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket slowly rose. Looking at the sect disciple before him who was already using all of his strength, Lin Fan sighed. He really was unlucky today, actually encountering such a noob disciple. Every attack could only increase 1 point of experience. Moreover, his fists were weak and powerless when hitting the body. Lin Fan was even thinking that it'd better not stop giving experience. Sure enough, your worst fears always come true. +0. +0. Holy shit, this good for nothing really can't go on anymore. He doesn't even add experience anymore, screw this. Lin Fan turned his head over looking at his fellow sandbag party comrades in the surrounding. Right now they were screaming incessantly as though they'd suffered the greatest pain in their lives. In the Holy Demon sect, nobody would care if the sandbags were beat to death by the disciples, they would just directly dig a hole to bury them and that was that. Why aren't you screaming? At the moment, seeing Lin Fan who was screaming incessantly before now looking around everywhere, a trace of anger immediately rose up in that disciple's heart. When the sandbag was wailing constantly from being beaten by him, even though he was a bit tired he was also very excited and he felt that he was very amazing. But now he was angry. Thinking that he couldn't waste this entire day, Lin Fan stared at the sect disciple in front of him. Scream your mom, acting is very tiring, okay? Your fists are weak and powerless like a girl's. Upon hearing these words of humiliation that sect disciple's face instantly turned red and blue, his gaze also became very furious. Looking at the expression of this sect disciple Lin Fan laughed out loud, your facial expressions aren't bad. Go back and drink some more milk, it's like you're tickling me. You. This sect disciple was suddenly as though he couldn't speak. His voice also became choked with sobs and that gaze that was originally still very aggressive suddenly changed, becoming teary. Wah. You're bullying me, my fists aren't weak and powerless. Right now Lin Fan was instantly stunned. Looking at that crying disciple who ran out of the training ground crying and his bare ass crack, Lin Fan was speechless. I have absolutely no clue. The disciple could potentially be a child wearing a sort of children's pants where there is a hole in the backside. Apparently 'tis a thing in China. As a disciple of a dark sect, how can he be so brittle? Lin Fan shook his head and didn't pay any more attention to this guy. Instead he had to think of a way to hurriedly increase his level. Just LV4 of the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket was already a bit ridiculous, wonder what LV5 would be like. Lin Fan held his chin standing on the spot. Looking at those sect disciples furiously beating the sandbags, the corner of his lips instantly revealed a smile. It looked like he needed to activate taunting mode. Lin Fan gathered his breath and then roared out loud. Everybody stop, I have something to say. Lin Fan's roar was entirely able to compete with the lion's roar in novels. In Lin Fan's opinion, wasn't it just seeing who had the loudest voice? Lion's roar is a very common technique in wuxia novels usually attributed to Buddhist martial arts or as something everyone knows. Back in the day I was the exercise leader of the class, I had to have a loud voice. Those sect disciples using the sandbags to train were all stopped by this roar. Those sandbags that were screaming in pain looked at Lin Fan with their badly beaten faces, not knowing what this sandbag who was in the same group as them wanted to do. Some sandbags quickly caught their breath at this moment, awaiting the next wave of attacks. When would these kinds of days reach an end? Supposedly if they were to train the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket to the 3rd level, then they would be able to become disciples for the outer sect examination, the same as these outer sect examination disciples who treated them like sandbags. But just thinking about it they felt that it was impossible. Some senior sandbags who had persevered here for a couple years had only just barely trained the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket to the 1st level. As for how hard the 3rd level was, it was nearly impossible. And at this time, when those sandbags who were still catching their breath heard Lin Fan's following sentence, they were all dumbfounded. You guys don't need to look at me with a puzzled expression. With all due respect, in my eyes everybody here is garbage. Lin Fan held one hand behind his back, taunting those outer sect examination disciples with his finger in contempt. I tried putting the inner thoughts of the MC in italics per a previous suggestion. Might or might not continue doing this. What did he say? Garbage. He actually dared to say we're all garbage. Damn it, we are the outer sect examination disciples of the holy demon sect. As long as we pass the examination we'll be able to become disciples of the outer sect. This mere sandbag dares to speak to us like so, detestable. Which one of us isn't a dragon amongst the people and a descendant of nobility? This mere sandbag actually dares to humiliate us like so. Calm down, apprentice brothers, allow me to teach a good lesson to this ignorant fool. Right now this group of outer sect examination disciples were completely angered. They didn't think that one of the lowliest people in the sect actually dared to talk against them. He was practically seeking death. And right now after hearing this person's words that attracted so much hatred, those sandbags also all shed tears of gratitude in their heart. Big bro. Boss. Dad. Lin Fan stood there, watching that person who walked towards him. Kid, you're too presumptuous. Even though I won't take your pathetic life, I'll have you understand that being arrogant is not right. Even though these outer sect examination disciples hadn't learned the martial arts of the holy demon sect, to the average person their own strength was impressive. Even though it wasn't at the level of cracking metal and splitting stone, they could still smash apart a tree the thickness of a bowl. Ah! This outer sect disciple prepared to teach Lin Fan a good lesson let out an angry shout. His legs took stance and he attacked with full force. Bam! Lin Fan looked at this person in front of him. The corner of his lips revealed a slight smile. +2. This guy really is a bit better than the guy from before. Not bad, not bad. Well, and you guys didn't believe me when I called you guys trash. Soft and weak, can you try harder? Lin Fan stood there, brushing his chest in contempt. Again. Kid, don't be too arrogant, atatata. Right now this outer sect examination disciple refused to believe his attacks didn't work. +2. +2. At this moment, this outer sect examination disciple's hands were shaking. He breathed heavily and sweat was also falling drop by drop from his forehead. What's wrong? Can't go on. Lin Fan smiled looking at this guy in front of him. Not bad, not bad, gave over 100 points of experience. Even though his attacks at the end were weak and powerless and didn't add much experience, the attacks at the front were still okay. Right now this outer sect examination disciple lifted his head looking at Lin Fan. There was some disbelief in his eyes. Is this guy made of fucking steel? Seeing this guy before him being so arrogant, this outer sect examination disciple was overwhelmed with indignation, but he couldn't do anything. Afterwards he roared out loud, "Apprentice brothers, kill him." Lin Fan was waiting precisely for this moment. LV5 of the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket had to depend on the help of these guys. Wonder exactly how many levels this open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket has. Right now there's already no feeling when these outer sect examination disciples hit me. If I were to madly level up this open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket to LV100 then wouldn't I be invincible? Haha, come on you trash, use all of your strength. Lin Fan laughed out loud. Immediately countless fists rained down on Lin Fan's body. Kid, don't be too insolent. Today we'll have you know our power. +2. +1. +1. +0. At this time, seeing a guy who didn't even give any more freaking experience when punching him still taking up a spot like he was actually doing something, it instantly made Lin Fan displeased. This guy was entirely taking up the latrine but not taking a shit. Afterwards Lin Fan kicked him aside while he was caught off guard and made room for other people. Looking at the experience of the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket constantly soaring up, Lin Fan's heart was very ecstatic. Sure enough, With more people the experience also rose faster. Seeing Lin Fan being beaten by a group of people, those sandbags in the surrounding slumped down on the ground were also extremely grateful in their heart. Big bro, go in peace, we'll definitely regularly think of you after you die. Sob sob. How come I feel like crying so much from watching? From now on you're our big bro. Right now the outer sect examination disciples were vigorously beating Lin Fan. Every punch was full of strength. Kid, who told you to be arrogant? Today we'll beat you until you beg on your knees. HMPH, dare to talk against us. If we don't teach you a good lesson today you really won't know the immensity of heaven and earth. Right now to absorb force even better, Lin Fan lied down directly on the ground with his face facing down. Based on Lin Fan's justification, regardless of toes or fingers, as long as he received a strong enough attack it would all be able to increase experience. Soon. 2,853 thousandths. There's still 150 points of experience, please don't fail me. In regards to after advancing to LV5, wonder if the attack of these guys can still add experience for the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket. Originally at LV1, these outer sect examination disciples could all give me 10 points of experience with every hit. With the increase of the level, the experience also became smaller and smaller. After reaching LV4 it was just straight up increasing by 1 to 2 points, sometimes there was even no fucking experience. Looks like after this level rises up I'll have to change methods. Holy shit. Who kicked my asshole? Hey, don't go too far or else I'll turn on you. Fuck. Ding. Open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket leveled up to LV5. Ding. Satisfied activation condition for the strongest upgrade system. Entering adjustment mode, will fall unconscious for 24 hours. 5, 4, 1. Entering unconscious state, the strongest upgrade system conducting full activation mode. At this moment Lin Fan was completely unconscious. Lin Fan was really looking forward to the strongest upgrade system's features after fully activating. Right now on the scene, the outer sect examination disciples were already dead tired. They were very angry at this sandbag who dared to provoke them, presumably he was probably already dead by now. Everybody stop, I think this guy's dead. At this time a relatively muscular outer sect examination disciple shouted red-faced with sweat dripping down from his forehead. Huh, he's not moving, I think he really is dead. Even a bull probably wouldn't be able to stand all of this. Right now a disciple went forward feeling for Lin Fan's breath at his nose and immediately exclaimed, huh, he's still breathing, he's not dead. Is this guy a monster? Not even dead like this. HMPH, it's getting late, 3 days later is the outer sect examination. We still need train properly and go all out. Let's go. When these outer sect examination disciples left the training ground, those sandbags who were hiding far away the whole time hurriedly walked over. Hurry up and carry Big Bro back to heal. Big Bro is a true man. I Dogballs II have never admired anyone in my life, only this Big Bro of mine. What can these outer sect examination disciples do? They still have to attack in a group to be able to defeat Big Bro. Big Bro has definitely trained the open double angle bracket titanium demon body closed double angle bracket to the 3rd level. Those prodigies of the outer sect are nothing more than so. Cut the crap, hurry up and take Big Bro back. Right, you've got to hold on Big Bro. Ellipsis. I wanted to say something, but just like how this thought quietly came, it also quietly left. I hate this feeling. Obligatory complain about grammar. Lin Fan opened his eyes and his facial expression instantly changed. For anybody, seeing a couple of pancake faces appearing in their vision the moment they opened their eyes was a devastating thing. What are you guys doing? Lin Fan's voice was shaking. Did these guys do some inhuman things to me while I was unconscious? Such as, Big Bro, you're finally awake. I knew you weren't such an easily defeated person. One of the boys by Lin Fan's side said with an excited look. Lin Fan was stunned. What do these guys mean? When did I become their Big Bro? Oh right, the system is officially activated, I've got to study it. He immediately stopped paying attention to these guys and directly started checking it out. Name, Lin Fan. Level, 1. Express, 0/10. Skills, open double angle bracket titanium demon body close double angle bracket LV5, 3000 10,000. Explore everything else yourself. There wasn't much of a difference from before, but a change occurred over at the experience. Big Bro is definitely hungry, hurry up and get food for Big Bro. Right. Not long after, a big bowl of savory chicken soup was brought up. Lin Fan didn't say anything, his stomach was already protesting in starvation. Under numerous envious gazes Lin Fan wiped out this big bowl of chicken soup. To think that even though we're all sandbags, they actually still had this kind of good stuff hidden, not bad. Big Bro's definitely tired after eating, let Big Bro have a good rest. You've got to hang on Big Bro. Big Bro will definitely be an extraordinary person in the future. It's just a shame that Dogballs II was unfortunately beat to death this morning and won't have the chance to see Big Bro's prestige in the future. TL, a moment of silence for Dogballs II. As a dark sect, life and death were common in the Holy Demon sect. Every day there were sandbags who died, they were used to this sort of thing. After everybody left, there was one person who stayed behind. He was of short stature, not quite bulky, and his looks were a bit of a disappointment to the people. He could be considered a person of ability for being able to survive in the sandbag party. Big Bro, this is the technique passed down in my family. I think the one who is able obtains it. Big Bro is a prodigy from amongst us, you have to continue going strong. This person took a blue-covered secret manual that had become tattered from the passage of time and handed it over to Lin Fan. Lin Fan didn't hesitate and took it over. Afterwards he looked at this person in front of him. Okay, in the future if you don't die and I am able to become a figure who dominates the world, I will guarantee you great success. This was Lin Fan's first time making a promise to someone since arriving in this world. Big Bro, don't be like this, I just hope that you'll work hard. Quite obviously this person didn't take to heart Lin Fan's promise, and even in his opinion he thought this Big Bro was bluffing a bit too hard. Lin Fan didn't saying anything, he knew that this person clearly didn't believe in him. Giving charcoal in the snowy winter beats adding flowers on the embroidery. At present he was just at the start, Lin Fan would remember everybody who helped him. Lin Fan silently remembered in his heart the appearance of this person before him, in the future he would definitely return him a big gift. Big Bro, you have a good rest then, I'm going back now. Okay. Lin Fan nodded his head and then started reading the manual. Ding! Do you want to learn trivial manual open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket? Of course I'm learning it, no matter how small a mosquito is it's still meat. Especially in this world, even though Lin Fan wasn't an elite of the sect, he still knew that the sect kept a close watch over their techniques. As for being able to enter the library to choose a technique after becoming an outer sect disciple or whatnot, that was utter bullshit. For a sect, there were at least tens of thousands and as many as hundreds of thousands of outer sect disciples. Where were there so many techniques for people to choose? People still have to rely on themselves. Ding! Learned open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket. LV1, 0/10. This open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket clearly only has 2 levels, wonder how many levels I can upgrade this to. Even though this open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket was only a trivial technique, Lin Fan believed that even if it was garbage, he could still upgrade it to a supreme technique. Open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket only had 1 move. For a man this 1 move had devastating power, crushing your balls with 1 move. Lin Fan inhaled a deep breath and his body instantly moved. His right hand opened forming a claw and grabbed towards that indescribably wonderful place as though driving straight to the enemy's den. +2. +2. Ding! Trivial technique open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket upgraded to LV2, character express +10. Ding, character leveled up. Haha. Lin Fan laughed out loud. To think that in not even a minute open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket was upgraded to LV2, looks like I really am a peerless prodigy. As long as I upgrade open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket to LV100, I'll be able crush even God's balls. Name, Lin Fan. Level, 2. Express, 0/20. Skills, open double angle bracket titanium demon body close double angle bracket LV5, 3010 Open double angle bracket monkey steals the peach close double angle bracket LV2, 10/50. Lin Fan stood up and hurriedly rushed towards the training ground. How could he waste his precious time like so? He had to make good use of it. And seeing their big bro leaving in a rush, those sandbags living in the surrounding were also extremely puzzled in their heart. What's Big Bro going to do? Isn't Big Bro heavily injured? How come I see that his steps are vigorous and full of energy? Could he be okay? Oh no, not good. Big Bro suffered big time for us yesterday. It must be just now when I said Dogballs II was beat to death by those outer sect examination disciples. He's thinking of going to get revenge. A person who values comradeship as much as Big Bro will definitely create trouble. No, we have to follow over. Not long later, Lin Fan arrived at the buzzing training ground. Watching those outer sect examination disciples training hard, Lin Fan was also delighted in his heart. This was all freaking experience. Open double angle bracket titanium demon body close double angle bracket has already reached LV5, wonder how much experience these guys can still give me. Just thinking about it, Lin Fan was a bit unable to hold back. Everybody stop. Right now, Lin Fan roared out loud like yesterday. This roar was even louder than yesterday. When the outer sect examination disciples on the training ground saw the owner of the voice, they were all stunned and then started to talk amongst themselves. This guy again. This guy was beat half to death by us yesterday, how come he's full of energy again today? HMPH, after yesterday's lesson I bet he won't dare to be impudent. The moment this outer sect examination disciple finished speaking, Lin Fan placed his hand at his hip and yelled loudly with his finger extended forward as though guiding the country. Everybody, with all due respect. But this time before Lin Fan had even finished speaking, those outer sect examination disciples instantly went into a riot. Apprentice brothers, this guy is once again provoking us and using words to humiliate us, we must make him pay. Lin Fan smiled, staring at the outer sect examination disciples who charged over and revealed a pleased smile. Smart kids, after yesterday's matter you guys can already make ties to yesterday, not bad, not bad. Then let's see how much experience you guys can still give open double angle bracket titanium demon body close double angle bracket, I just hope it isn't too little. Lin Fan looked with hope at this group of outstanding youths. +0. +0. At this moment Lin Fan, who was originally full of expectation, abruptly changed his expression. Fuck me. This. Kid, today we'll have you know what a tragic fate is. Forgetful dunce, do you really think we're to be trifled with? I am the son of Prince Zenon, my art of purgatory has already reached perfection. I'll have you feel the torture of living hell. Lin Fan stared at this group of furious outer sect examination disciples. If it was like yesterday maybe he would have been very excited, because the harder they worked the more he benefited. But now, you little bastards, since you guys are so useless I'll have you guys experience the most terrifying martial art in the world, pain that you guys will be unable to forget for eternity.